welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Christy Lombardozzi, part of Mountain Elevation Realty Group. We're excited to help you learn more about what's here in the high country. And so today we're here with Steve Tatum, who is the owner of Grandfather Vineyard. We're super excited to be here. We love this place. It's one of our favorites. And I say we because Jonathan is usually with me, but he's out of town today, so I am flying solo and Steve is my buddy here. But Steve, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. That's good. I'm glad to have you here.
So tell us a little bit about the vineyard.
We bought the property in the 90s. Really had no idea what to do with it at the time. I didn't want to do Christmas trees like a lot of other people do. Looking at our climate here and the amount of rain and that type of thing, I thought maybe certain varietals of grapes might just do well here. In 2003, we finally put in the first few rows of grapes to try out. At that point in time, I wasn't sure we were going to open a winery.
Do all of your grapes grow here? Do you source them from other places?
No, we source from all around locally, everywhere we can. Hopefully we've, over the years, encouraged some people who were looking at growing something on their property, maybe other than Christmas trees, to try grapes. And I think that's happened some around. We are able to buy some grape locally, as well as we get some in Virginia. We bought them in Georgia, and we also source them when we can't get what we're looking for out of California and Oregon. We do about 5,000 cases of wine a year now.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
Yeah,
wow. What sorts of grapes grow here? Are they different than what you would find in other places?
Some are, some aren't. Some of the varietals that are in the cooler regions of California, in particular Oregon, we have them here. We have Chardonnay. Chardonnay seems to do very well here. Cold weather varietals that can stand super cold weather. Given the land that you have, you got to do what you can with it. And we didn't have a whole lot of flat land, and we used pretty much all of it that we had. So yes, we terraced it, and it works out really good because of the exposure that we get here, which is kind of a southwestern basin. In high elevation like this, cool weather, you like to have as much sun as you can get.
Okay. How many folks do you have that help with the process?
In the winery part, we got probably 5, maybe 6, and some part-timers. A lot of them come from the fermentation science department at App State, which is great to have that close by, so we can utilize those people that want to get in the industry like this.
Well, how nice for them to have that kind of resource. When folks come to either do a tasting or just have a glass of wine and be here on the weekends, what are some things that they can do while they're here?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have music, and a lot of people like that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's much quieter. Some people just like to come and enjoy themselves and sit around and talk, sit by the river over here, nice and quiet. It's a pretty quiet location. We tend to have more people here when we're having some sort of music. We have a food truck over here from 1180 out of Boone. The food truck's only open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Great people. Their food is outstanding. They try to pair it with the wines that we have, and it's been a real home run for them to come out here and do that. And we were having different food trucks weekly, and we were approached by 1180 and asked if they could set up for good, and we said, well, yeah, that would be great. But we also encourage people, if they want to bring a picnic, they can do that too. That's fine. Just don't bring your own wine.
That's right. That's right.
The kids play in the river.
Well, I was going to say, our favorite thing, my husband and I often come and we'll sit and get a glass or a bottle, and our kids are young, and so it's sort of like free babysitting. We just sit there and watch them, and they play in the river, and we can enjoy a discussion, and they have something to do. So that's a lot of fun for us.
And it seems that they like that too. I mean, I guess a lot of kids don't get to play in the rivers.
So a wine tasting, you know, most folks kind of know what that encompasses, but how do you do it here? And do the varietals change enough that you should do them frequently through the year?
They do change constantly every year, depending on the grapes that we have available that we want to use, and you know, sometimes some years are better than others. But as far as the tastings go, we haven't been doing tastings during this pandemic. We closed the inside of the winery, and we sell out the windows here. Which it's actually a nice setup because we've enlarged the outside area and put in more seating under cover and things like that. So we're really geared more as being an outside type winery. We've added a lot of parking in the last year or so. We do all of our winemaking here.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
All the bottles that we have are made here.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about the winery and letting us visit the beautiful property. And it's just a really great addition to the community. So I'm so glad that you did not plant Christmas trees. We love our Christmas tree farmers, and we have a lot of them, and we enjoy that as well. But this is a really unique thing to our community. I'm very glad that you did that. I know a lot of folks are. So.
Well, I think eventually there'll be more in the area. We are in an AVA here now,
okay.
which we set up several years ago. The wineries in the area put all this together, and it's called the Appalachian High Country American Viticulture Area.
Oh, wow, okay.
Which is, I mean, that's if you know anything about wine, that's a big deal, because it's tough to get those.
Sure, okay.
It has to be granted by the federal government. So
okay.
It's pretty neat.
So you guys put us on the map, a little bit like Bottle Shock. Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
So it's fun to have an Appalachian High Country AVA.
It's very unique, yeah. Well, thank you so much for being with us and for watching. I hope you learned a lot about the winery and the vineyard that they have and the things that they're trying to do here in the community. And we hope that you will join us for our next video. We always have something new to show you. Thank you again for all of the information, and please come and have some wine at Grandfather Vineyard.